Hello guys, welcome to a brand new video, and today I'm in my car. It's night time and I'm just chilling, as you do. And I thought I'll record this video just to kill some time, and I want to talk about embracing vulnerability. And yeah, I've only got one light, I ain't got a light here, so we have to do what we've got to do. But it's better than nothing. This is me black. Boom. And no, you just got that Denim's light in the background. Anyway, embracing vulnerability. We tell ourselves to not be vulnerable. When we feel vulnerable in any scenario in life, we want to run away and be back comfortable. For example, you will feel vulnerable if you all of a sudden walk into a room with a bunch of strangers that you don't know. That's an example. And then you've got insecurity, you've got butterflies kick in your stomach, and you feel vulnerable. I think of other situations where it's fight or flight, where when you're probably in a fight. If you ever are in a fight, probably not, but just an example. Or you're opening up to someone you care about how you feel. Basically, just doing the uncomfortable thing. That's when you're vulnerable, because you've not practiced enough to. You haven't experienced being vulnerable enough to not be vulnerable at it. Because being uncomfortable and being vulnerable are basically the same thing, and that's why you should embrace it. Because the only way you can grow is by being vulnerable and getting uncomfortable. When you first drive a car, you're vulnerable to the road. You're bricking it. You feel like, when I was starting my lessons, I was steering my steering was all over the place. Couldn't use the clutch. I was stalling every time. When I first went on a mini roundabout in rush hour traffic, I stalled it on a mini roundabout, and cars were beeping at me, and yeah, a bit of road rage was going on for the cars behind me, and I felt vulnerable. I felt nervous because I thought, oh, I messed up. I've got people angry, and that's what being vulnerable is. Being in situations where you've not had enough practice in, but you can't control it. The only way you can overcome it is by dealing with it more and more. Like when you're with your friends, you could be vulnerable at times. Like your friends could get in a fight, or one of your friends could be being honest, open and honest about you about something, how they feel, or you're doing the same thing to them. You will feel vulnerable because this is a deep connection, and you don't know what to say, or you're saying something and hoping that they will understand you or agree with you and can give you the best advice, because you feel vulnerable. If I say I'm unhappy with something going on in my life, I feel vulnerable, because it's like taking the mask off, if that makes sense. And we need to get better at that, because so many men out there just keep it in. They don't want to allow their emotions because it's a sign of weakness and all that. And for me, I do keep a lot of stuff in, and that's why I created this YouTube channel, because I want to say so much on this phone and to you guys about my experiences and how I feel and how I deal with them, and hopefully it helps you. And I used to be a rock. You couldn't get anything out of me. But now I'm being more open and honest about how I feel about life, relationships, fitness, anything really. Now I want to talk about being vulnerable when it comes to like your fitness and your well-being for yourself. When you go to the gym for the first time, you're going to be vulnerable, because you're stepping into a new environment that you've had no practice in, which I was saying at the start of this video. If you've no practice in it, gonna be uncomfortable, gonna be shy, gonna be nervous, and you're gonna be vulnerable. You might even be enjoying it, but then if you're doing like an induction with a personal trainer or something like that, you feel comfortable with them, but when they're gone and you're by yourself, you think, is everyone looking at me? What, am I doing something wrong? But most of the time, no one actually cares. They may look at you, like glance at you, but they're more focused on what they're doing. Like everybody else does in every situation. You think, oh, they might laugh at me, they might bully me, they might judge me, but really they don't care. No one cares. They're focused on doing their own stuff in life and in the gym. It's okay to be vulnerable, and you've got to embrace who you are as a person. You can't just say, oh, I'm hard as fuck, I am. Oh, I never get scared, I'm never vulnerable. But deep down there are some insecurities that you've got in your life where you think, fuck, I need to sort something out. I can't hide it away from ever. Because what we like to do is we have a problem in life and we just box it into ourselves and don't deal with it, which is the wrong approach in life. You need to deal with your problems, because it might be a little problem now, like a car. It's like a little problem, nah, I'll be alright, don't worry about it. But then the problem gets worse, and it gets to the point where you don't know how to deal with it, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to overcome it, because it's got so big and it's eating you inside that you don't even know how you feel inside anymore. You don't know who you are. Embrace vulnerability, discover who your true self is, and you'll become the best version of yourself. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Peace.